So, I've been riding Yamaha's new NMAX 125 scooter at the launch in Lisbon. Yamaha made no bones about the purpose of the machine in the press briefing. It is to be better and cheaper than Honda's PCX 125. They've got good reason to target the PCX directly. The Honda is consistently the UK's best-selling powered two-wheeler and one of the best sellers in Europe. So, Yamaha told us the NMAX has a higher top speed than the PCX and it out-accelerates it by 2.5 scoop lengths over 200 metres. They said it was more powerful and lighter. It makes 12 horsepower from its all-new 125cc liquid-cooled single-cylinder engine, and it weighs 127 kilograms. That's compared to the Honda's claimed 11.5 horsepower and 130 kilograms. Yamaha said it has a better spread of torque, and they told us the price, 2,671 compared to the PCX's 2,699. So barely any cheaper. The £28 might pay for a taxi to pick one up. But two features of the Indonesian-built NMAX may make it a threat to Honda's bestseller. The first is ABS as standard. It's a first on a scooter according to Yamaha. The PCX doesn't have it, and it's actually quite good. Lisbon's cobbled streets would have made a challenge for any ABS system, and the NMAXs did quite well. Under deliberately excessive braking, I could feel the intervention as vibration through the lever, but the scooter came to a quick and controlled stop. The front 230mm brake disc and single pot caliper have the power to stop the NMAX quickly under two-finger pressure. You might want to use your whole hand if you're in a real hurry. The second feature that could help it take customers from Honda is variable valve actuation, another first for a 125 scooter. It changes valve timing at 6,000 RPM with the aim of maximising torque across the range. It does feel strong for a 125cc scooter. Twist and goes can often have a slightly delayed throttle response. From a standstill, it's like they've got something else on. But on the NMAX, the response is more instantaneous. The translation from throttle movement to actual movement is quicker. At about 40 miles per hour, there's enough go left to overtake fairly confidently without needing a mile of clear road ahead. The claimed top speed of 62 miles an hour seems modest. The launch ride was mainly in the centre of Lisbon with a brief run on faster roads, and I saw 67 miles per hour on the digital speedo before having to shut off for a turning. The engine didn't sound stressed and vibes were well contained. The handling at those higher speeds seemed a little flighty though. At 50 miles an hour on a curving slip lane, some bumps put a brief and tiny wobble through the bars, and it was just enough to highlight the sensitivity of the whole thing to steering disturbance. Generally, the non-adjustable suspension seemed adequate, not too hard or soft, with okay damping and enough travel, just what you'd want from a 125cc scooter. It was out of its depth on those cobbled roads though, but that may be as much to do with the limitations of 13-inch wheels on a lightweight machine. Most of us don't spend all day riding on cobbles, and on better surface roads it resumes a normal service. Yamaha says it's sporty, and I don't think that's unreasonable. The centre stand grounds at a respectable lean angle, and grip from the Dunlop Scoot Smart tyres seems pretty good. It feels really light, easy to paddle backward up a hill. The seat's wide and long, big enough to shift around in, and there's an exceptional amount of room in the footwell. I've ridden maxi scooters with less space to stretch your legs. Like the PCX, it's got space for a full face helmet and perhaps a jacket under the seat. There's no closable glove box, unlike on the PCX, but you do get an open cubby hole. Yamaha claims 129 miles per gallon, 4.3 less than Honda claims with the PCX. The average fuel economy meter on the NMAX's dash said 97.4 miles per gallon by the end of the ride. That means a range of 140 miles from the 6.6 litre tank. Service interval of 600 miles for the first and every 4,000 miles thereafter, with a belt change at 12,000 miles. Now, part of the reason for the PCX's sales dominance lies in the Honda badge and the high level of trust attached to it by motorcyclists and non-motorcyclists. Even ABS and variable valve timing might struggle to change that, but there should be no doubt that the NMAX is a well-rounded, good value, excellent scooter that deserves to take sales from somewhere.